Okay, hey everybody, it's Steve. I'm in the New York store and got to show you a great kit. It's a kit I love. It's a kit that I had originally sold back in 2007 and jumped at the chance to buy it back just recently. Very, very cool and very unusual for several reasons. What you're looking at here is a Gretsch 50s era copper mist kit. And there's several things about this that make it extremely unique. First of all, copper mist is a color that Gretsch only had in the color line for about 4 years, 54 till about 58. So you almost never see examples in any condition, never mind this condition. Second thing that's extremely rare about it is the sizes. 50s era drums, most of what you see are larger sizes, 13, 16, 22 kinds of things. This set is extremely unusual in that it's an 8x12, a 14x14, a 14x20, a 5.5x14, and there's also a 4x14, which we'll talk about in a little bit. The other thing that's extremely, extremely rare about this is that the entire set, all 5 drums, are all 3-ply. We've almost never seen 3-ply drums in these sizes. In all the time I've been doing this, I have had, other than this kit, only one other 3-ply kit in these sizes. Even though people pay more money for the 60s era 12, 14, 18 kits with the little 18-inch bass drums with matching snares, I've had 10 of those kits over the course of the last several years, but I've only had 2 kits in this size. So to find a 3-ply kit in small jazz sizes like this is extremely difficult. It's even harder than finding a 6-ply 12, 14, 18 with matching snare. It's just incredibly rare. So, several things going on here. I want to tell you about the set. The first 4 drums you see here, the 8x12, the 14x14, the 14x20, and the 5.5x14, all came together as a set. They were originally purchased by H&H Music in Houston. And as you can see on the tom, on each one of these drums, H&H put their sticker on right near the badge. And it's on every single one of the drums. A lot of the pro drum shops back in the day used to do that. Frank's Drum Shop did it. Several other shops did it. It was a fairly routine thing, a little extra form of advertising. On these 4 drums, it all came together as a set. That's exactly how they came. All of the drums are 3-ply, as we said, extremely rare. The snare drum, the 5.5x14 snare, has got the single node butt plate. It's got the microsensitive strainer, which works. And it's got your first version die cast, but still the stick chopper variety. So this is an early die cast, right in around that transitional period, 57, 58, when Gretsch was migrating from 3-ply to 6-ply. Again, these are all 3-ply, but they've got the first version die cast on the snare drum. The 8x12 has the stick chopper variety hoops. It's not unusual to see a slight mix. It's got both internal tone controls. Everything you see here is fine. The 14x14 floor tom, it's got the first version die cast. It's got both internal mufflers. It's also got the early 3-ply era version floor tom legs, which are these double node Gladstone post style legs. That was common to the 3-ply era, started to go away in the 6-ply era around 58. And 3-ply shell, all clear interiors, that's how the 3-ply shells were, no paper tags. There is one little ding on the bottom bearing edge here. It's right here, don't know if you can see it very well. It does nothing, doesn't matter a bit in the tuning at all, but it's just a little ding and I like to be accurate. So there's your floor tom. The bass drum, again, 14x20, has the 3-ply era faucet style T's with the old style claws. This is the correct knob for the internal Pratt muffler used back earlier before they went to the large round knob similar to the floor tom tone controls. Has the correct hoops. This was the correct inlay for copper mist. It was essentially like a gold sparkle inlay. There is a cymbal arm bracket here. It's original. This is the original placement for the rail consolette. At some point, not unusual, someone had mounted it up on the top here. The placement during the 3-ply era for the rail was down in this side, and on some of these drums it can get kind of tippy if you don't have a cymbal arm on there, so a lot of people would move it, place it up here, and that's what's taking place here. There's also a cymbal arm here for either a splash cymbal or an accessory. I don't know if this came originally on the drum or not. Looks to me like this was added later. That's original. That's original. Those are the two extra holes from when the rail was moved. That would have been added later. Everything that you see here is how this set came to me in 2007. Exactly the way I got it, and it's exactly the way it was when I purchased it back. It's in remarkable shape. Now, the other little gem that goes along with this is we have the matching 4x14, which was originally known as the Max Roach model and later known as the Progressive Jazz model. This particular drum, everything is fine on it. It has, again, it's a 3-ply shell, just like the rest of the set. It's got the single node butt plate. It's got the microsensitive strainer. Everything works. It's got the internal tone control, round badge, 3-ply shell. Everything works. Everything's perfect. Everything's fine. This drum does not have the H&H Music badge on it because it was not part of the original set. The customer who bought this 4-piece kit from me in 2007 found this snare drum a short time after that, decided to buy it because it was a perfect match for the kit. So, what you have here is one of the rarest Gretsch kits you're going to find anywhere, and to say nothing of the fact that it sounds incredible. The 3-ply shells have a great, fabulous sound. They're just wonderful. You can see it on the website. It's up already at www.maxwelldrums.com. If you got any questions, give us a call at the New York shop or call me on my cell. This is a great one. Don't miss it. Thanks.